Good evening, everybody. My name is Joe. I'm a critical care paramedic here at Essex Herts Air Ambulance, and I will be hosting tonight's virtual pub quiz. I'll be assisted by Will, one of our pilots. We've been on shift together today here at our Earlscombe Air Base. Also helping us this evening are Charlie, Dan, Gavin and Amanda from our comms team, so a big thank you to them. If you've got any questions as we go along, or if you would like to know any more about Essex Herts Air Ambulance, just post your question into the comments section and we'll do our best to answer them. Okay, enough of the chat, let's get on with the quiz. We've built in some breaks this time to allow you a little bit of time to top up drinks as we go through. Also, please remember to post your team names and scores if you'd like a shout out as we go through. So, pencils at the ready, put your phones away, and let's begin. Okay, our first round, we've got 10 questions, general knowledge questions. So, question number 1. What year was Prince George of Cambridge born? That's what year was Prince George of Cambridge born? Question number 2, general knowledge section. In which European country are half of the world's roundabouts located? That's in which European country are half of the world's roundabouts located? Question 3. Rudyard Kipling, author of The Jungle Book, was born in which country? That's question 3. Rudyard Kipling, author of The Jungle Book, was born in which country? Question 4. How big is a blue whale's heart? Is it comparable to a domestic washing machine, a small car, or a delivery truck? That's question 4. How big is a blue whale's heart? Is it comparable to a domestic washing machine, a small car, or a delivery truck? Question 5. In Scrabble, how many points is the letter W worth? That's question 5. In Scrabble, how many points is the letter W worth? Question 6. Common, water, and pygmy are all types of which British mammal? That's question 6. Common, water, and pygmy are all types of which British mammal? Question 7. What does the HP stand for in HP sauce? That's question 7. What does the HP stand for in HP sauce? Question 8. Called cotton candy in America, what is this sweet treat named in the UK? That's question 8. Called cotton candy in America, what is this sweet treat named in the UK? Question 9. Question 9. How many colours are there in a rainbow? Question 9. How many colours are there in a rainbow? Question 10. The last one in the general knowledge round. What do you call a house made of ice? That's question 10. What do you call a house made of ice? Okay. That's the end of the general knowledge rounds. Between each round, we will run through the answers. So hopefully in your teams at home, you've run through those, you've got them written down. And now we're going to run through the answers for our general knowledge round, 10 questions on general knowledge. Are we ready, Will, to go through the answers? Brilliant. Thank you. Okay, so question number 1, we asked you, what year was Prince George of Cambridge born? The answer was 2013. That's question number 1. The answer was 2013. Question 2. In which European country are half of the world's roundabouts located? The answer was France. I'm sure anybody who's driven down there will know that one. Well done if you did. Question 3 was Rudyard Kipling, author of The Jungle Book, was born in which country? And the answer was India. Question 3, the answer, Rudyard Kipling was born in India. Question 4, an anatomy question. How big is a whale's heart? Was it comparable to a domestic washing machine, a small car, or a delivery truck? The answer was a small car. A blue whale's heart is comparable in size to a small car. Question 5, for the Scrabble players, we asked you how many points is the letter W worth? The answer was 4. So question number 5, the answer was 4. The letter W in Scrabble is worth 4 points. Question 6. We asked the common, water and pygmy are all types of which British mammal? And it was, of course, the shrew. So the answer to question 6, the common shrew, the water shrew and the pygmy shrew. Question 7, we asked this one to the team earlier. I think the captain was the only one who knew this one. What does the HP stand for in HP sauce? And it is Houses of Parliament. So question 7, the HP in HP sauce stands for Houses of Parliament? Question 8. Cotton candy, as the Americans know it, is known to us in the UK as candy floss. So candy floss to us, known to the Americans as cotton candy. Question 9. How many colours are there in a rainbow? The answer to that one is 7. So question 9, how many colours in a rainbow? 7. Do you know them all, Will? Can you name all the colours? No? You can't. Hopefully you did. Question 10. What do you call a house made of ice? Is of course an igloo. A house made of ice is an igloo. Okay. Hopefully you've done pretty well on that round. I think it was a good one. Please keep posting your team names and your scores so far in the comments section. And please do put your team names in there if you would like a little shout out. We're going to run through another round and then we're going to have some shout outs at the end of, I think, round number 2. Okay? So, pens or pencils and notepads at the ready. We're going to go straight into round number 2, which is food and drink. So round number 2, food and drink. 10 questions again. Question 1, one for the gin lovers. What berry is the main ingredient of gin? That's question number 1 from food and drink. What berry is the main ingredient of gin? This is of course a pub quiz, so hopefully 1 or 2 of you are enjoying a gin and tonic at home at the moment. Let us know if you are in the comments section, your pub quiz beverage of choice. Okay, question 2, topical one for us here in Essex today. Which crisp manufacturer is based in Wormingford, Essex? That's question 2 from food and drink. Which crisp manufacturer is based in Wormingford, Essex? Question 3. How is steak tartare cooked? 3. How is steak tartare cooked? Question 4. What gives Windsor red cheese its colour and its flavour? What gives Windsor red cheese its colour and its flavour? Question 5, food and drink. What is the main vegetable ingredient of a moussaka? What is the main vegetable ingredient of a moussaka? Question 6, a good pub quiz question this one, on beer. Production of Singer beer began in which country? That's question 6 from Food and Drink. Production of Singer beer began in which country? No beer for me with this evening's pub quiz. I'm on shift at North Weald again tomorrow morning. So, food and drink, question 7. What type of pastry is used in a Cornish pasty? Got to be from Cornwall, of course. So, which type of pastry is used in a Cornish pasty? And question 8, one for the non-drinkers tonight. Which mineral water is marketed with the slogan, "Live Young"? Question 8, which mineral water is marketed with the slogan, "Live Young"? Question 9. I think this is a great question. Question 9. After a classification challenge in 1991 for the purposes of VAT, did the courts decide that a Jaffa cake was indeed a cake or a biscuit? Question 9, food and drink. After a classification challenge in 1991 for the purposes of VAT, did the courts decide a Jaffa cake was indeed a cake or is it a biscuit? Question 10. Which is the only fruit with seeds on the outside? Question 10. Which is the only fruit with seeds on the outside? Will, thank you. Is everything okay with the broadcast? Are we good to go ahead with our answers to the food and drink round?
We'll do a few shout-outs if that's okay.
Yeah, we'll do some shout-outs. That's absolutely fine. We'll do those first. So a few shout-outs. Thank you to everybody who's decided to tune in tonight. Firstly, for staying at home and helping the NHS and doing your bit. And also for being here to support Essex Herts Air Ambulance. We can't do what we do without you supporting us. And in a moment, we're going to talk about how you can make a donation to Essex Herts Air Ambulance, should you like to. So Will, thank you. Are you going to join us? You're going to... This is Will, one of our pilots.
So here's a few shout-outs we've got.
Okay, thank you so much. So, this first one, just a big shout-out to Brad Green. So Brad was going to be running the London Marathon for Essex Herts Air Ambulance. Couldn't do it because, as you'll know, the London Marathon's been either postponed or cancelled. But instead, Brad has run the distance of the London Marathon in his garden, having to avoid a dog and a trampoline in the very impressive time of 5 hours and 19 minutes, and has now raised almost £1,000 for Essex Herts Air Ambulance. So Brad Green, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Big shout out as well to the Eve family. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening and supporting Essex Herts Air Ambulance. Lady Sumo, thank you. Is that the team name, I'm guessing, Lady Sumo?
So, yes.
A team name I definitely recognise here, Helimed 55. That is our sister aircraft over at the North Weald base, who will shortly be finishing their shift, and then the night crew will be taking over. So big shout out to Helimed 55. John and Yvonne at Woodview, thank you. Team Sahara Trekkers, Thank you, Team Sahara Trekkers, thank you so much. Happy birthday shout out as well to Paul Clark. It's Paul Clark's 50th birthday, so happy birthday, Paul. Thanks for tuning in on your birthday, mate, thank you. Parsongate Farm team, I think that's close to here, the Parsongate Farm, so thank you for tuning in. That's the Vernu family from Burnham on Crouch shop.
Our charity shop.
Thank you so much, our charity shop, thank you. And who have we got there?
Romula and Tim.
Romula and Tim, the Meadows family. Thank you very much. Have we got any more coming through there, Will?
Just on the back.
Oh, we've got pages of shout-outs, thank you. Do you want to read these out?
Yeah, sure. So a big happy birthday to Jean, one of our lovely volunteers. Thank you for volunteering for us. The Jammers from Tiptree, that's another shout-out for you. The Isons in Hatfield. Hitchin Hotties, that's an interesting name.
Hitchin Hotties.
Team Schaff, the Bikers from Waltham Abbey, Aranelli Clacton, hi to them, Household.
Household, yeah.
And
lots of people drinking G&Ts.
Yeah, great choice of drink. Team Oh What a Night, NFU Mutual in Ware, Jen Little's team.
And Jen Little's team, brilliant.
And we've got a few more on here as well.
Thank you so much. Happy 19th birthday to Heidi for tomorrow on Team Busy Bees. Happy birthday tomorrow, Heidi. And, some family of mine. So, Lily, Mabel, Sarah and Mark, watching from Cornwall. A Cornish pasty question in there, especially for you. Big shout out, thank you so much for supporting. The Old Times Pub in Ipswich and family from Essex. Team Ace from Coventry. Lou's regular givers, and the G and Spice families playing together on Zoom. Hopefully you'll be competing, and then we might even suggest that the losing team has to make an extra donation to Essex Herts Air Ambulance. Wooden Tops in Bishop Stortford, the Clark household. Gavin Saunders, a happy 40th birthday for today. Happy birthday, Gavin. And I think that is everybody. Thank you so much. Okay, cheers, Will.
Thanks.
Get back to the technical stuff.
Sorry, just one more to the team Drunken Lockdown. Great team name.
Drunken Lockdown, I like that. Brilliant. Okay, so we're now going to run through the answers to the food and drink questions. So, question 1 was, what berry is the main ingredient of gin? Of course, the juniper berry. So question number 1, the juniper berry. And I hope lots of you are enjoying one of those right now. Question 2, this is a test of local knowledge. What crisp manufacturer is based in Wormingford, Essex? It is Fairfields Farm Crisps. So question 2, Fairfields Farm Crisps, based in Wormingford, Essex. Question 3. Maybe a trick question, this one. How is steak tartare cooked? Of course, it is not cooked. It's served raw. So not just rare, not blue, but raw. So question 3, steak tartare is served raw. Question 4. What gives Windsor red cheese its distinctive colour and flavour? That is red wine. So question 4, the answer was red wine is what gives Windsor red cheese its colour and its flavour. Question 5, what is the main vegetable ingredient of moussaka? Hopefully everybody got that one. It's the aubergine. So question 5, the main vegetable ingredient of moussaka, the aubergine. Question 6 was, production of Singer beer began in which country? In Thailand was the answer. So question 6, Singer beer began its production in Thailand. Question 7, which type of pastry is used in a Cornish pasty? Shout out to the Dempsey family from Cornwall. Is a short crust pastry. So a Cornish pasty is made with a short crust pastry. That's a tongue teaser. Question 8. Which mineral water is marketed with the slogan "Live Young" is of course Evian. So question 8, Evian uses the marketing slogan "Live Young." Question 9, I think my favourite question. After a classification challenge in 1991 for the purposes of VAT, did the courts decide that a Jaffa cake was indeed a cake or a biscuit? A Jaffa cake is, true to its name, a cake. I believe the distinction is that a cake will go hard when it goes stale and a biscuit will go soft when it goes stale. So for VAT purposes, a Jaffa cake is officially classified as a cake, not a biscuit. Question 10, which is the only fruit with seeds on the outside, is a strawberry. So the only fruit with seeds on the outside is a strawberry. So 20 questions so far. Post your scores with your team name in the comments section. I'm going to take a very short break, but what we would really like to do is use this opportunity to give you a little insight into what we do here at EHAT, Essex Herts Air Ambulance, on a daily basis. So I'm going to ask Dan now to show a short film about what we do, and we'll be back in about a minute. You can roll the film. Thank you, Dan.
She was at nursery, she was eating lunch, and she got some food stuck in her throat. They called the emergency services, the police arrived. It required the experience of the air ambulance team to finally make that breakthrough and clear her airway.
I think there's no doubt in my mind that we only had less than a minute, probably a few seconds, to try and save her life.
During that time where we were waiting to find out what was happening, the air ambulance team were treating Charlotte and ultimately saving her life.
She wouldn't be here without them. Like, what have they done for us? They kept our family together.
Everybody has played a part in saving Charlotte. Everybody that's contributed, because if people don't take part in donating to an organisation, they can't fly. And our daughter wouldn't be with us today.
Okay, I'd just like to say a really big thank you to the Smith family for allowing us to share your story there, and also a really big thank you to Asher, Jake and the pilot team on that day. Really big thank you and a well done to them, and thank you all for watching. It's really nice for us to have the opportunity to show you exactly what it is we do here with all this equipment, but more importantly than that, what it is you do by donating to Essex Herts Air Ambulance, allowing us to go out there and do the work we do. So thank you very much. Okay, so round number 3 is the picture round. So pictures for this round will be brought up on the screen for you to see at home. We will only show each of the pictures once, but it will appear on your screen for about 20 seconds. Okay, so Dan, thank you very much. If we can show picture number 1, please, mate. And sorry, just to be clear, this whole picture round are doctors, and we need you to name the doctor featured in the picture. Okay, so that was question number 1. And Dan, if we could now show picture number 2. So again, guess the doctor. Thank you. And now, Dan, if we can show, please, picture number 3. Guess the doctor. Thank you. And now, picture number 4. Again, guess the doctor. Thank you. And now, question 5. Another picture, guess the doctor. Thank you. And the next one is question number 6. Another doctor for you to guess, please. Thank you. And next up, picture number 7, another doctor for you and your team to guess, please. And next up, I think we're on question number 7, so picture number 7 for you to guess. Sorry, this is number 8. Sorry, I can't see the pictures in front of me. This is number 8 up at the moment. Thank you. And our penultimate doctor now, picture number 9. Again, guess the doctor. And the last one from the picture round, we can only show these once, I'm afraid, so your last one, pay close attention here, picture number 10. Guess the doctor. That's great. Thank you very much to Dan, our technical and IT wizard there, for making those pictures appear on the screen. So we would like to just take this brief opportunity to tell you a little more about Essex Herts Air Ambulance. You may not know, we operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all year round. It costs a staggering £750,000 a month to keep our operation of 2 helicopters during the day and a rapid response vehicle at night fully operational. We don't get any direct government funding, so we rely on donations or our EHAT lottery, which you can join on our website. Last year, we attended 2,238 missions across Essex, Hertfordshire, and the surrounding counties. Thank you. Okay, so let's run through the answers to the picture round. Okay, ready to go? Thank you, Will. So, the answer to picture number 1 was Doctor and the Medics. They were an 80s glam rock band. So well done if you got that one. Question number 1, that was Doctor and the Medics, an 80s glam rock band. Picture 2 was Dr. Frankenfurter from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So question 2, the answer was Dr. Frankenfurter from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Answer 3 from picture number 3 was Dr. Hibbert from The Simpsons. Question 3, the answer was Dr. Hibbert from The Simpsons. Not a doctor I'd choose to work with, but hey. Question 4 was from Sherlock Holmes, Dr. John Watson. So that's question 4. The answer was Dr. John Watson from Sherlock Holmes. Question 5, or picture 5, was from the X-Files, Dr. Dana Scully. Question 5, the answer was Dr. Dana or Dana Scully from the X-Files. The answer to picture question number 6 was Dr. McStuffins from the children's show. So question 6, the picture was Dr. McStuffins from the children's show. Well done if you got that one. Picture 7 was Dr. Octopus or Otto Octavius from Spider-Man. So question 7, the answer was Dr. Octopus, or we'd accept Otto Octavius from Spider-Man. Question 8 was from Star Trek, and it was Dr. Leonard McCoy, or Bones. So question 8 from Star Trek, Dr. Leonard Bones McCoy. The answer to picture clue number 9 was Doc Holliday from the Wild West. So number 9, Wild West legend, Doc Holliday. And the last one, question 10 from the picture round, was Dr. Quinn, medicine woman. That's Dr. Quinn. We do have our very own Dr. Quinn now, Dr. Emma Quinn from Essex Herts Air Ambulance, one of our doctors. She is, of course, Dr. Quinn, the medicine woman. That was the answer to number 10. Okay, so just find where I am here. That's round number 3, the picture round. Okay, Will, have you got any more shout-outs for us there? Just whilst Will brings out the shout-outs for us, this will be a quick opportunity to top up your drinks and top up your snacks, and perhaps you might consider donating to Essex Herts Air Ambulance this evening. We might ask that you donated the normal amount you would pay to play your pub quiz if you weren't in lockdown this evening, £2 perhaps, or maybe you could donate a little more and donate the cost of a round of drinks. You can donate via text using the number on the bottom of the screen. You can donate online at ehat.org, that's ehaat.org, or you can donate via the Facebook donate button. Thank you. Don't forget to comment in the comment section with your team name and your score. Lou's mum, Jenny, isolating on her own and joining in. Thank you very much. Hello from the Biggs family. Big shout out to the Biggs family. Thank you. And the Quizzy Rascals, a great team name there. Quiz Team Aguilera. Kate Oliver, who has messaged in and is one of our ex-patients. So thank you very much to Kate Oliver, one of our patients. We really appreciate you joining us this evening. Thank you. What have we got here? Team Lumpcat.
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah, Team Lumpcat, great team name, thank you. And hello from Stella, Bill and Cara, and of course Barney and Ted, our four-legged friend from Great Yeldham. Thank you. Team Towie, thank you. Who else have we got? Belinda, Russell and Hugo. Go on, Will.
Correct. The McGowans in Wivenhoe, the Old Duffers, the Bews. We've got the Williams family, Team Morton, volunteer manager, that is. We've also got a couple more, so we've got also.
Thank you so much for everybody who's messaged in. Oh, this is a lovely message. So Ellie wants to say hello to. Sorry, well, that doesn't look like a V to me, but I'm sorry. Evie wants to say hello to her daddy, Justin Garrett, one of our fantastic doctors here, our pre-hospital care doctors here. Okay, he's on tomorrow. Brilliant. Oh, he's working here tomorrow on HeliMed 7 here. And Team The Crisps, great team name. Team Ego. We've got Team Tosham. Cosham. We've got Team Teutonic Tendering. Three special constables. Thank you for the work you're doing right now. And who else have we got?
Dr. McStuffins, he must be joking.
Team Lou Rosson, thank you very much, one of our critical care paramedics. And again, they joined in last time as well. Jay and Lou Samuel, big shout out to them. Jay is one of our critical care paramedics here. Lou's an advanced care practitioner at Broomfield Hospital at the emergency department, doing a lot of hard work there. Thank you. And some more shout outs here. So Team GM Farmer, Team Ketchup and Mustard, the Smith, they were a patient of ours, so thank you so much to the Smiths. Wells Tavern from Fearing, thank you. And thank you very much, that's great. Who have we got there? Osborne Juniors, Osborne Seniors and O'Keefe's in the Rodings, thank you. And
Team Give Up Already.
The Medic 50 crew tuning in, superb. The Osbornes, the O'Keefes and the Huggins, the Good Ships, the Sheedies, their staff, so thank you for tuning in, our team. Uncle Greg, watching in from Melbourne, Pennsylvania, USA. Richard Smith's uncle, wow. Nikki Duffy here, an ex-patient. The Animals in lockdown. And who else did we miss out there? Oh, fantastic. To Paul Rosson, thank you very much to Paul Rosson for tuning in. Paul and Angie, thank you. Okay, superb. Right, we've done round number 3 and our shout outs. And I think we're going ahead with round number 4.
Just got one more shout out, that's to Charlie Clark. She's aged 13 and loves E-hats.
Oh, I love seeing us fly over her house. Thank you. We love seeing people wave when we fly over as well. So thank you very much to Charlie Clark.
And also NFU Mutual in Worth.
Thank you. Okay. Round 3, shout-outs. Okay. Round 4 is the history round. Okay. So round 4, the history round. Didn't do history in school, couldn't see the future in it. That's one for Tommy Hunt. So, question number 1. In 1893, which country was the first to give in 1893, which country was the first to give women the vote? I'll read that one once more. Question 1 of 10 questions in the history round. In 1893, which country was the first to give women the vote? Question 2. London Bridge was sold to an American entrepreneur. Which American state did it move to? So question 2, London Bridge was sold to an American entrepreneur. Which American state did it move to? Question 3, outlaw William H. Bonney, born in 1859, was better known as who? I think that's a tough question. Question 3, outlaw William H. Bonney, born in 1859, was better known as who? Question 4, which 2 words are inscribed on the Victoria Cross? That's question 4. Which 2 words are inscribed on the Victoria Cross? Question 5. Who wrote the historic romance novel Ivanhoe, first published in 1820? It's question 5. Who wrote the historic romance novel Ivanhoe, first published in 1820? Question 6. Which historical president is responsible for giving the teddy bear its name? Which historical president is responsible for giving the teddy bear its name? Question 7. Who assassinated John Lennon in 1980? That's question 7. Who assassinated John Lennon in 1980? Question 8. For how many years did the 30 Years' War last? Was it 27 years, 30 years, or 36 years? That's question 8 of 10 from my history round. For how many years did the 30 Years' War last? Was it 27 years, 30 years, or 36 years? Question 9. Which famous landmark burnt down in the Great Fire of London? That's question 9 from our history round. Which famous landmark burnt down in the Great Fire of London? Question 10. Who was Queen of England for only 9 days in 1553? Who was Queen of England for only 9 days in 1553? Okay, so that's round 5. Let's run through the answers to round 5. So round 5 was the history round. Question number 1 was, in 1893, which country was the first to give women the vote? And the answer is New Zealand. So question 1, the answer is New Zealand. Question 2 was, London Bridge was sold to an American entrepreneur. Which American state did it move to? And the answer was Arizona. So question 2, Arizona was sold to an American entrepreneur and it was moved to the state of Arizona. I believe the story goes that he thought he was buying Tower Bridge and ended up with London Bridge. I'm sure you'll correct me in the comments if that's wrong. Question 3, we asked you, outlaw William H. Bonney, born in 1859, was better known as Billy the Kid. So question 3, William H. Bonney, born in 1859, was better known as Billy the Kid. Question 4, we asked, which 2 words are inscribed on the Victoria Cross? And the answer is for valour. So question 4, which 2 words are inscribed on the Victoria Cross for valour? Question 5, who wrote the historical romance novel Ivanhoe, first published in 1820? And the answer was Sir Walter Scott. So question 5, Ivanhoe, first published in 1820, was written by Sir Walter Scott. Question 6, which historical president is responsible for giving the teddy bear its name? Was Theodore Roosevelt, or Theodore Roosevelt, or Teddy Roosevelt? Question 7, who assassinated John Lennon in 1980? The answer was Mark Chapman. So question 7, Mark Chapman assassinated John Lennon in 1980. Question 8, for how many years did the 30 Years' War last? Was it 27, 30 or 36 years? Well, it was the 30 Years' War, so it lasted 30 years. Hope that didn't catch anyone out. Question 9, which famous landmark burnt down in the Great Fire of London? Was St Paul's Cathedral, now referred to as Old St Paul's. So question 9, which famous landmark burnt down in the Great Fire of London? St Paul's Cathedral. Question 10, who was Queen of England for only 9 days in 1553? Lady Jane Grey was the answer. So question 10, the answer was Lady Jane Grey, who was Queen of England for just 9 days in 1553. Okay. Thank you. Okay, we're just going to take a minute just to mention another appeal that we have going on at Essex and Herts Air Ambulance at the moment. So you will all know, because you're all in lockdown at home and here supporting us, because we can't do pub quizzes as we normally would out in the community at the moment. They're all in lockdown because of COVID-19 or coronavirus, the global pandemic. We at Essex and Herts Air Ambulance, alongside our NHS colleagues and social work colleagues, are still out treating patients 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whilst the pandemic goes on. So we have launched EHAT's PPE appeal, asking for donations to help us with this new significant additional cost of supplying personal protective equipment for us, our crews. So all the details of the PPE appeal are going to be posted onto all of these feeds, so that should you choose, you can donate to help protect the staff. Thank you.
We've got a few more shout-outs.
A few more shout-outs. You want to go for those, mate?
Yes, we need to also...
We didn't mention Millions Under from the Summerwell family. Big shout-out to Millions Under.
We've also got a shout out to Richard Hudson, who's actually 70 years old today, so happy birthday,
Richard.
Yeah. Toby Reynolds and Zorro, they're playing at home. We've got Team Handsome Holmes.
Do we think that's Mark Holmes, one of our pilots?
Possibly.
Could be, he is a handsome gentleman.
And we've also got just a few more, So
Toby Reynolds, we've done Toby, yeah. Thank you. A big shout out as well, and this is really important to us, to all of the EHAT volunteers, to the wider EHAT family. So to all of the EHAT volunteers, thank you so much, and to all the staff. And is that Lois and Sarah, or Lois and Sarah?
Lois and Sarah.
And Sarah playing at home.
So EHAT saved their father's life and doing the trek in November, looking forward to it. So that's brilliant. Thank you for that. It's great that people get involved with all of our sort of events and that, which really helps us.
Thank you. All of our fundraisers too at EHAT, so everybody donating, but all of the fundraisers and the volunteers too. Thank you.
A shout out to Peter File. Team Panic at Tesco from Hemel. Ditzy Duo. That's Team Ditzy Duo. Team Universally Challenged.
And the... what's that? The New York Ladies as well. Big shout out to the New York Ladies. Thank you.
The Aged Hands from Bishop Stortford. And last but not least, the Holbridge Village Idiots. What an interesting name.
Thank you. Are we good to go with our next round? Okay, so this is our final round here. And we've got 10 questions all about Essex and Herts Air Ambulance. So, to all of the Essex and Herts Air Ambulance staff playing at home, you've got a big advantage. So I'm only going to be giving away half points on this round if you work for Essex and Herts Air Ambulance. Only half points for this one, I'm afraid. Okay. So, question number 1. HEMS, H-E-M-S, HEMS, is the service provided by Essex and Herts Air Ambulance. But what does HEMS stand for? So what does the acronym HEMS, H-E-M-S, which is the service we provide here, stand for? Question 2, hopefully you were listening earlier. How many days a year is our service operational? So, how many days a year is our service operational? Question 3. The charity has one helicopter based here at Earlscombe. Where is our other helicopter based? So the charity has one helicopter based here at Earlscombe. We're near Halstead, Colchester, that sort of way. We have another base. Where is it? Question 4. Our 4-person team consists of a critical care paramedic, a pilot, a co-pilot, and who else? So who sits in the 4th seat? We've got a critical care paramedic, a pilot, and a co-pilot. Who else do we have on board or in the car? Question 5, tenuous perhaps. Our helicopters are powered by 2 engines made by Pratt & Whitney. Which song saw Whitney Houston reach #1 in 1992? Question 5. Our helicopters are powered by 2 engines, Pratt & Whitney. That's not the names of the engines, that's who makes them. Which song saw Whitney Houston reach #1 in 1992? Please comment in the comments section if you would like a little rendition of that song at the end of the quiz. From Will. Question 6. How many blades make up the main rotor of our Augusta Westland 169 helicopter? That's question 6. How many blades make up the main rotor of our Augusta Westland 169 helicopter? A clue for you, this is not our Augusta Westland 169 helicopter. This is our Eurocopter 902. Question 7. We have 2 charity mascots. You might have seen them at our events. What is the name of our pilot mascot? We have 2 charity mascots that you might have seen at our events. What is the name of our pilot mascot? Question 8. You just heard me talk about it. We have just launched an appeal for PPE. What does the acronym PPE stand for? So EHAT, Essex Herts Air Ambulance, have just launched an appeal to raise money for PPE. What does the acronym PPE stand for? Question 9. In January 2020, Essex Herts Air Ambulance opened our latest charity retail shop. In which town is this shop located? In January 2020, we opened our latest charity retail shop. In which town is this shop located? Question 10. What colour helmets do our crew wear when we're in the helicopter? That's question 10. Whilst in the helicopter, what colour helmets do our crew wear? Okay, that was our last question. So, a couple of quick shout outs to Dee, who's playing tonight. Happy 50th for Monday. Thank you. And I'm not going to read out that last one, Will, because I think somebody might be texting in some joke names there. Thank you. Okay, so our last round was all about Essex Herts Air Ambulance. And question number 1, we asked you, HEMS is the service provided by Essex Herts Air Ambulance. But what does HEMS stand for? No, we're not. Yeah, thanks, Will. HEM stands for Helicopter Emergency Medical Service. So question 1, the answer is Helicopter Emergency Medical Service. Question 2, how many days a year is our service operational? Well, I said it earlier on, we are operational 365 days a year, even Christmas and New Year's Day. So I'll also accept this year 366, because I do believe it is a leap year this year. Question 3. The charity has one helicopter based here at Earl's Cone. Where is the other based? It's based at North Weald, near Epping and Harlow. So question 3, our other helicopter that isn't based here at Earl's Cone is based at North Weald. Well done to Jan, who I'm sure got that one of our critical care desk specialist dispatchers playing from home. Thanks, Jan, and family and friends. Question 4, our 4-person team consists of a critical care paramedic, a pilot, a co-pilot, and who else? Of course, it's the doctor. So a pre-hospital care doctor. So the answer to question 4, the 4th person in the team, is a doctor. You might see us out and about as a 5-person team sometimes, because we have training doctors, training critical care paramedics, and sometimes training pilots with us too. Question 5, our helicopters are powered by 2 engines made by Pratt & Whitney. Which song saw Whitney Houston reach #1 in 1992? And that was, of course, I Will Always Love You. So question 5, the answer was I Will Always Love You. Please comment, as I said, if you would like a rendition of perhaps just that line from Will at the end. He has promised if we reach a certain figure in donations, he'll do the whole song. Question 6. How many blades make up the main rotor of our Augusta Westland 169 helicopter? The answer is 5. I probably put you off a bit by telling you it's not this helicopter, because I've just counted and there are 5 here too. I probably should have known that. Question 7. We have a couple of charity mascots that you might have seen at our events. What's our pilot mascot called? It's Pilot Pete. Be sure to give Pilot Pete a wave and a high five, or a social distancing foot kick or elbow if you see them at any events. Question 8. Essex Herts Air Ambulance has just launched an appeal for PPE. What does the acronym PPE stand for? Hopefully everybody got that one. It's personal protective equipment, vitally important to us right now so we can protect ourselves, so the NHS staff can protect themselves from contracting viruses from patients. So really important. If you would like to donate to Essex Herts Air Ambulance PPE appeal, all the details are on the site you're looking at. Question 9. In January 2020, we opened our latest charity retail shop. In which town is this shop located? It's in Colchester, not far from here. So question 9, the answer was Colchester. Please be sure to give that shop a visit once we're out of lockdown. What I would also like to say is, I know lots of people are having clear-outs at home whilst they're on lockdown and throwing away lots of clothes and household items that they don't use anymore. Please don't bin them. Please don't take them to the tip. Please consider donating them to one of our charity shops. So hang on to them, put them somewhere safe, hang on to them and donate them to one of our charity shops once we're out of lockdown. Thank you. Question 10. What colour helmets do our crew wear in the helicopters? They are white. This is one of our crew helmets there. Just show it up to the camera. So another expensive piece of equipment paid for by donations from you guys. Okay, Will, have we got any more shout-outs and perhaps even some team names and some scores? That's all 50 questions now.
Not at the moment.
No more shout-outs at the moment, okay. Okay, so hopefully everybody has enjoyed the quiz this evening. Please do message us in the next minute or so with your scores out of 50. If you haven't yet had an opportunity to make a donation, perhaps you consider donating your score, or perhaps you donate for each question that you got wrong. Perhaps the losing team might make us a donation. Anything that you can spare would be greatly appreciated. You can text to donate, you can donate online at ehat.org or via the Facebook donate button. And keep an eye on our social media channels for news of any future virtual activities. Okay?
So we've got a few scores on here.
Some scores, 4 out of 10 for that round, not bad. It was a tough one if you were not working for eHat. And 10 out of 10, 38 out of 50 for the Thomas Trio. That's a fantastic score. Well done to Thomas Trio. Accidentally donated twice, so better give us a song. Will, that's for you, I think.
I'm all for singing, I promise.
Trekkers, 8 out of 10. That's superb. Well done. 10 out of 10 in that round. Come on, Will, give us a song. Can we have answers again? Because we had a lag. Which round was that?
3 Musketeers in Chelmsford, 29 out of 50. Well done to them.
Gaynor, Ben Clark and Justin Garrett are watching with us. Thank you so much to the team members. Somebody did just ask for the answers again to the last round. I think that was. So I will just very quickly. Question 1 was helicopter emergency medical services. Question 2. 365 days a year we operate. Question 3, are other helicopters based at North Weald? Question 4, the fourth person after the pilot, the co-pilot and the paramedic is of course the doctor. Question 5, Will, could you just sing that line for us?
No chance.
I will always love you. Question 6 was 5 rotor blades on our helicopter. Question 7, the answer was pilot Pete. Question 8, PPE stands for personal protective equipment. Question 9, our latest shop opened in Colchester. And question 10, white helmets. Thank you. James Summerwell, Critical Care Paramedics, 35 out of 50. Great score, Jay. Did you take away half points, though, for the EHAT round? Hopefully you did. 30 out of 50 for Quiz Team Aguilera. Thanks for a great evening. Thank you, guys. 20 out of 50 from Panic at Tesco. Loved it. Thank you. That's a great team name. And the animals in lockdown, 13 out of 50, great score. Looking forward to taking part in your next Helihounds doggy walk. Great, thank you. Paul Ross and the in-laws, 33 out of 50. Well done, Paul and Andy, great score. John and Yvonne from Woodview scored 33. They're saying, oh dear, but that's good.
33 seems a very popular score, actually.
26 out of 50 from Team Cushway. Jake Humphrey, thank you. Cliff, thank you. 30 out of 50 for Balmore Alarms. Well done to everybody playing from the Balmore Alarms pub. 25 out of 50. Great for John Lewis.
A big shout out to the Trekkers again. Well done.
And who else? Anne Roberts doesn't think she did very well, but she's enjoyed it. That's what matters. Thank you. And
Darren Howell, 30 out of 50 for the Howells.
Thank you.
29 out of 50 for the Garrett family.
That's a good score. Would have been 34 if it weren't for half points in the last round. I'm sorry, Justin, but you know how many rotor blades are on the helicopter. The Holbridge Village Idiots, 27 out of 50. Not medical people. Thanks for a great evening. We'll donate as soon as we finish. Thank you so much to Elaine Lawrence. Thank you. Amanda Rossen. Hello, Amanda. Thank you. 37 out of 50, that's really great. Thank you so much to the Rossum family. And some thank yous. So thank you so much. We're going to call it a day there. We are hoping to host more of these, so let us know if you would like to. The opportunity to donate doesn't stop here, and please just remember that we can't fly without you. Thank you. Thanks, Will.
Yeah, no worries. Take care.
Thank you.
Stay safe.